The most dangerous place in Earth's history wasn't on land. It was hidden beneath the waves. And if you had fallen into it, you wouldn't have lasted a minute. Imagine an ocean where the water itself could kill you before any predator even noticed you. No oxygen, no escape, only silence spreading across endless depths. This was not fiction. This was Earth millions of years ago. And what lived in these oceans would redefine what it means to survive. Around 252 million years ago, the planet entered its darkest chapter. The end Permian extinction wiped out nearly all life in the oceans. But the true horror was not how life died, but how it suffocated. The oceans began to lose oxygen on a massive scale. Entire regions became anoxic, turning into invisible death zones. Fish gasped and failed, drifting lifeless into the darkness. Coral ecosystems collapsed without warning. Even the smallest organisms struggled to breathe. But something far worse was rising from below. As oxygen vanished, toxic gases began to take its place. Hydrogen sulfide spread through the oceans like a slow poison. The water itself became lethal to touch and impossible to survive in. Waves carried poison instead of life. Breathing near the surface could become deadly. Some scientists believe these toxic oceans even reached the atmosphere. The sky itself may have turned against life. And yet somehow, life endured. Millions of years later, the oceans began to recover. But what emerged was not peaceful or balanced. It was a new world ruled by predators. Giant marine reptiles took control of the seas. Ichthyosaurs sliced through the water with speed and precision. Plesiosaurs drifted with long necks, striking from the shadows. Every movement in the ocean could mean death. But even among these monsters, one stood above all. In the late Cretaceous, the oceans belonged to Mosasaurus, a predator so powerful it could dominate entire ecosystems. Over 15 meters long, with jaws built to crush bone. Fossils show it hunted anything it encountered: sea turtles, large fish, even other predators. Some remains suggest it even attacked its own kind. Nothing in the water was truly safe. But the greatest danger was still unseen. The oceans themselves were unstable and constantly changing. Temperature shifts could happen rapidly. Oxygen levels could drop without warning. Entire food chains could collapse in an instant. Even apex predators lived on the edge of survival. And then, everything changed again. We often imagine the deadliest threat was the creatures themselves, their teeth, their speed, their size. But science reveals a far more terrifying truth. The real killer was never the predator. It was the ocean itself. Mass extinctions were driven by environmental collapse. Oxygen loss suffocated entire ecosystems. Toxic waters poisoned what remained. Climate instability pushed life to its limits. Many creatures did not die from being hunted. They died because they could no longer breathe. The oceans of the past were not just filled with monsters. They were living systems capable of destruction, unpredictable, hostile, and constantly evolving. And yet, life found a way to survive. It adapted to the chaos. It evolved through extinction. Every ocean today carries echoes of that ancient world. Every wave hides a history written in death and survival. And beneath the surface, the past is never truly gone.